Short-eared owls can be found on every continent except for Australia and Antarctica. They have an incredibly widespread distribution and can fly over open ocean. In the northeast United States, they are found in many areas only in the winter, having spent their summers in Canada and the northern United States. And so if you would like to see this beautiful owl, you need to look for it in winter. So just an important message, I think, for bird watchers. Very often we think that, I'll go bird watching in the warmer months when the birds are out. But there may be birds in your area that you can only see during winter, such as the short-eared owl. So winter is a good time to go birding as well. Short-eared owls are special among owls in that they can not only come out at dusk, but also earlier in the day, say in late afternoon, as they hunt for rodents, primarily voles, in grassland and marsh habitats. So they will typically fly low over the habitat, scanning for their prey. Once again, mice and voles make up much of their prey, but they can go for larger mammals such as rabbits and even small birds as well. For the remainder of this video, I'd like to say a few words to those who live in Orange County, New York and Bergen County, New Jersey on recommendations on how to observe short-eared owls at the Wallkill National Wildlife Refuge. This refuge spans both Orange County, New York and Bergen County, New Jersey, and the viewing platform just off of Oil City Road or County Line Road on the Bergen County side is the best place to see these short-eared owls. Very often they're coming out just as the daylight fades, but on a lucky day, perhaps if it's a little warmer, you might actually catch some an hour before sunset and be able to get good pictures as the sunlight catches them. Now, since there are also harrier hawks, which fly low over the grassland, you'll see both, and harrier hawks are wonderful to observe, but you'll have to, through your field glasses or spotting scope, distinguish between the hawk and the owl. And the dark spots under the wings of the owl, the facial disc of the owl, the sounds that the owl makes, can be used to distinguish it from the harrier hawk. And harriers have a bright white spot on their rump to help as well. On the day that these pictures were taken, there were a number of owls which were seen, so I think 8 in total, so you might actually see multiple owls interacting at the same time. On other nights, they might come out just as it's starting to get dark, and so your ability to, say, photograph them would be limited, and there might be some evenings where they don't come out at all. Unfortunately, I led a field hike for the Orange County Audubon Society days after these pictures were taken, but on that day it was cold, windy, it had just rained a great deal, and while there were 1 and perhaps 2 owls seen, it was just as it was getting dark, and the visuals were nowhere near as good as it had been just a couple days before. So these were just a couple of recommendations on how you might best be able to observe short-eared owls in your area, especially if you live in the northeast United States and are able to see them in winter, since this is part of their winter range. These last few images are of short-eared owls which had swooped onto the ground to potentially capture their prey.